In the dead of night, on March 30, 2012, the small industrial town of Säffle is quiet. Snow clings to the shadows as the town sleeps, but in a worn-out ground-floor apartment, the lights are still on. Inside, 4 people are partying. Alcohol, pills, and smoke fill the air. Laughter turns to shouting, and then, suddenly, everything shatters. One of them will never leave this apartment alive. This is the story of 51-year-old John Anderson, and the 3 others who were there that night, 2 men in their 40s, and a 47-year-old Norwegian woman named Clara Jensen. They weren't best friends, just acquaintances sharing a drink and a night that would become John's last. John was a local guy, a mill worker who lived a simple life. He liked to drink, sometimes too much. As the night wore on, the mood soured. A minor disagreement festered into raw anger. The argument, fueled by paranoia and suspicion, was about one of them snitching to the police. Shoves turned into a brutal attack. By 4 a.m. the apartment was a scene of chaos. Empty bottles were strewn about, blood-stained the floor, and John Anderson lay motionless, his life ended by multiple blows to the head. When the police finally arrived, it was clearly a murder. Clara and the 2 men were arrested, all heavily intoxicated. Their stories were a tangled mess of lies and contradictions, each pointing the finger at the others. Clara first claimed she was asleep, then that she saw one of the men hit John, then the other. The men, in turn, blamed her. Forensic evidence was a dead end. In an apartment where everyone had lived and partied, DNA and fingerprints were everywhere. The murder weapon was never found. The case went to court. It was a classic apartment murder mystery. Everyone had the opportunity, but the evidence was a mess. The district court couldn't prove who struck the fatal blow, so incredibly, all 3 were acquitted of murder. The public was outraged. How could a man be killed with 3 other people present, and no one be held responsible? The prosecutor appealed. In 2013, the Court of Appeal reviewed the case and painted a new picture, one where Clara Jensen was the primary aggressor. She was sentenced to 12 years in prison for murder. The 2 men were acquitted again, though the court believed at least one of them was involved. Clara has maintained her innocence to this day. Was she the sole killer, a scapegoat, or did all 3 participate in a collective burst of drunken rage? Legally, only one person was convicted. John Anderson never saw the spring of 2012. In that small Säffle apartment, the echoes of that night remain. A chilling reminder that 4 people went in, but only 3 came out. Names have been changed to protect the identities of those involved and their families. Thank you for watching.